Okay, a couple of months ago, I got an email from this random company, and they wanted to come out and show me a chair at my house, and we saw the chair. It was pretty interesting, to say the least. Well, it happened again. I've got another email from a random dude who says he's created the world's lightest backpacking chair in existence. And he's showing up at my house any minute. And while we're waiting, I have to tell you a couple of things. One, you remember when I went to the Grand Canyon and almost died? Well, I learned a lot, and it was an incredible story. And to commemorate that story, I partnered with Nav's Knives to come up with this awesome design. It's the Grand Canyon, and it reminds me of what I went through and God's grace on my life. It's their Lander 2 knife in a Grand Canyon scale, and it's got my logo on it. And we've ordered 50 of them. And if you're interested in one, drop an email in the link in the description below, and we'll let you know when they're out. Should be here sometime in January. Number 2, we're going to Yellowstone National Park in July this year, and I want subscribers to show up with me. So far, there's 16 people going, and there's only a few spots available. That link is in the description as well. If you're interested, it's going to be an amazing week of hanging out on a guided trip all through Yellowstone. Check it out. There's the doorbell.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey.
I'm Sean.
Sean, come on in.
Nice
How are
to meet
you?
Doing well, thanks.
Yeah.
Sounds like we gotta beat the rain.
Is it gonna rain?
I think it's like half hour, 45 minutes or so.
So let me put this out there real quick. I have not seen, I did see a picture of it online. Okay, because I had to make sure that he was legit. And you also live only like, he lives like 10 minutes from Emmett.
Yeah.
Up near Madison,
Yep.
Wisconsin. Yeah, so this is literally, we met, how many minutes ago did we meet? 10 minutes ago near my backyard. We're trying to beat rain. So, okay,
Round the clock.
everybody wants to see that. So tell me who are you and how did you end
Sure.
up in my backyard?
So, I am the CEO of No Matter Products, small startup. I'm a mechanical engineer by trade, avid hiker. Yeah, so I had this idea of using lightweight like tent components, so carbon fiber poles, ripstop nylon, just to make almost like a sling style hammock chair that is the lightest and most compact it could possibly be, right? Because there's a million options, like the 10-pole style, low to the ground, but like, is that the absolute base floor for what the weight we can achieve where the chair is, or can we do better?
Yeah. Why are you better
So
than these?
I believe my market knowledge is accurate. The lightest chair out here should be the Helinoc Chair Zero.
Yep.
That comes in fully packaged, so stuff sack in the bag, around 18 ounces.
Okay.
So fully packaged in the stuff sack, ready to go, packing anything, 8 ounces, half a pound. So
Okay.
it is the lightest chair in the market. Our slogan is the lightest way to take a load off. So
Okay, so is this the big reveal?
grand reveal. So
This is the big reveal, folks. Okay. Wow.
So about the size of a
Can I-
Pringles
can I
can.
open it?
Absolutely. Very similar to a 10-pole setup. It's got shock cords. There's a couple poles that have to go together. Like I
Yeah.
said, all carbon fiber poles, ultimate cutting and weight. We're almost
Okay,
there.
we're almost there.
Oh, you got it. You already got it.
Of course I do. That's it?
That's it. So the back there is a little bit of an assist. So there's that shock cord there that helps kind of prop it up.
Was that right? Did I just do that right?
Yeah, you did.
So
That
the
is-
shock cord
That's
prop
it.
up.
It just kind of holds the cross in place.
Okay.
So when you're going to sit in, it's not going to fall
Can-
apart.
can I sit in it?
You can sit in it.
Which way is the best way to sit in it?
That is the seat pad. You just sit into it. So
How much weight does this hold?
I've had a 300-pounder in there, and it's been fine.
Before I sit in it and give him my thoughts on what I think about that chair, I need to give you my thoughts on today's sponsor, Onyx Backcountry. Whether your backpacking trip is base camping, if it's a loop hike, if it's a point-to-point hike, no matter what you're planning, Onyx Backcountry can help you with all of it. If you're a climber, if you're a mountain biker, if you're a skier, if you're a hiker, Onyx Backcountry now has features to help with all of that. If you upgrade to the Elite membership, Onyx Backcountry gives you the ability to see private and public lands, even if you like to spy on your neighbors. I may or may not do that frequently. Okay, but the private lands isn't necessarily for spying on your neighbor, but it is to help you decide whether you are hiking and camping on lands that you should or shouldn't be. Because you can actually see who that land belongs to. Onyx Backcountry just pulls public records to show you who owns the land. But regardless, it is an app that helps you plan your entire hike, from finding water sources to finding campsites to just planning everything overall. And you can get it in the description below by clicking on the link where you can get 20% off. Use my code. Thank you, Onyx Backcountry, for sponsoring this video. Now let me tell you what I think of this pretty interesting chair.
So
300-pounder, right?
it's you should be okay.
I can lean on it?
Put your full weight on it, man. It's not going anywhere.
Whoa.
So it gets stronger when you sit on it. When you're up sitting, it's kind of flimsy, but in reality, it's just built like a tent. All the ripstop nylon pieces of fabric are all in tension, and you have carbon fiber poles. These are Easton-made carbon fiber poles, so just the same stuff you'd find in most MSR
I feel
tents.
a little sway
Sure.
when I do this. Like it could potentially, like I'm probably not going to take a nap in it, but yeah, I'm.
Not bad, right? You can put your full weight back, unlike most other chairs.
Emmett, you try this out. Here, give me that.
Yeah, I have a similar opinion as you. Like, you can put way more of your weight going back, but I think this style is a slightly stronger side to side. But like back to back, this feels super like solid. Like I'm not going anywhere backwards. Yeah, it's.
It feels like I'm leaning up against a chair.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's waterproof. So it's polyurethane coated ripstop nylon. So there is a thin coating of waterproofness there. So if you sit it down on some wet ground, some mud, it's not just going to soak right through and get your butt wet. Bare bones, the ultimate in weight reduction. Like I said, half a pound, fully packaged. There's a buckle built into the stuff sack. You can wear it like a fanny pack. You can wear it like a side sling. Throw it in your pack, and you're adding half a pound, so that when you get to camp and set up, chances are you already have a towel, a base sheet, the bottom of your tent, a seating pad, a sleeping pad. If you want a little more insulation, you can sit right under there. This design is out there. Like, there's a million variants of it. There's some variety with like the Nemo under the arms and like tensioning things up. But this kind of is just a paradigm mentality shift of just ultimate weight reduction, but still giving you a place to sit down and enjoy the view. So the downside is it is on ground. It is an on-ground chair. You are not off-ground. So bit of a pros and cons there. You're on the ground. There is no cushioning. There's no padding. There are versions that are coming that will have that. Alternatively, if you're camping, hiking, chances are you're going to have like a seat pad, a sleep pad. This chair turns anything into a chaise lounge.
Why is there a shock cord there?
So I just call that like a cross-pole tensioner, as I mentioned. Like when you're setting this up, if that's not tight, the only reason it's there is to keep some tension on it. If it's not there, it's a little more like susceptible to blow over in the wind. Like, it's just a little more flimsy. This is there just for like a little creature comfort, where if you just tighten it, it just holds this junction tight. And so it's a little more rigid getting in and out of it.
How come you have full-on material back here? Why wouldn't you just have like straps coming out?
One of the prototypes I made actually did just have webbing that ran from corner to corner. The issue is just in the way the force is distributed, you actually need material in the center to take up that load, because as you lean back on this, obviously the poles go into compression, they pull back on the back here, and then you're kind of forcing the cape open in the back from all four corners.
Okay, can I ask the big question that everybody wants to know?
Ask it.
How much does it cost?
Currently we have it on sale for $89.95, $90.
Okay.
So
all right. Is that because of the carbon fiber poles?
It is. That is the main driver of it.
Is there...
I hope with additional production I can actually drive that price down. But the main cost of it, the way that this gets so light, is the carbon fiber.
What would it cost? What would the weight penalty be and the cost savings be if you did that in aluminum?
It's a great question. So in aluminum, they would have to grow a little bit, just because aluminum is not as stiff as carbon fiber when it's put into compression. It's going to weigh about 50% more.
50?
Yeah, like over the base. So the base weight of the carbon fiber poles, I want to say it's like 4 ounces, give or take, of the total weight. And so it would take you up to like 6 to 8.
Okay.
And it would then drive it down by about 50% too.
In the world right now, what guys are doing is they're throwing their backpacks up against a tree and they're just leaning up against their backpack.
Yeah, yep.
That's it.
In terms of like competition to this, or in terms of like an alternative
just
to
an
a
alternative
chair?
To not, just guys that don't want to bring a chair. They throw their sit pad on the ground, and they lean up against their backpack. I don't feel like I'm leaning. I feel like I'm sitting in a chair.
Yeah, it's supporting your lower back.
This is where, if I had a sit pad, I would put it now.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and I brought, just as an example of what it could be. Obviously, I do not make the Thermarest.
Yeah,
sit pad,
you just grab it as an example.
You understand like the
You want me
principle
to
of
sit on it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not unenjoyable. I could totally do an entire. A lot of times we talk when people come out here like ahead of time of like how we're gonna be nice if something really sucks really bad. This ain't bad, dude.
I'm happy to hear it.
I
Thank
think you
you.
did a good job. I mean, seriously, if there's one thing, honestly, if there's just one thing, it's a little wobbly to the sides.
This way, okay.
If that was solvable, I think you have a perfect chair. But even so, I mean,
little wider stance,
you're just
potentially.
sitting here. You're just like, this is not bad. Yeah, but no, if I had anything to say bad about this chair, I mean, not much. I mean, I wish cost wasn't so high nowadays, because $90 is a lot of money for
Yeah.
somebody to spend. It's carbon fiber. If there was an aluminum version that was, 10, 12 ounces, maybe I could see people probably buying this. Because that's way less expensive than somebody spending $180 on
No,
a Helix
that's
Chair
good
Zero or
feedback.
whatever. But yeah, this is really good. You did a great job. Okay, where can people find you?
So the company's No Matter Products. You can find us online at nomatterproducts.com under the same name on all the socials.
One man shop. You're it.
It is a one-man shop currently.
Yeah.
It's
That's cool.
made in my basement.
Awesome. Yeah, made in his basement, folks. That is how legit this is. Also, if you're a business out there, company out there, kind of like him, and you're wanting to show off your cool stuff.
To the Chair King.
To the Chair King, not Chair King, whatever it might be outdoor related, send me an email at contact@danbeckeroutdoors.com. I'm not saying we're gonna do it or not because I lost his email, but we'll take a look at it and hopefully get some more people on here that need a platform but just may not have one. So thanks
Absolutely.
for coming out, man. I appreciate
Thank you very much. Appreciate the
you got
feedback.
it. All
It's
right.
awesome.
We'll see you on the next one.
YouTube is a rabbit hole of information. So in order to solve that problem, I wrote a backpacking course where I took my 10 years of backpacking experience and the 400 YouTube videos that I filmed and condensed it down into just 18 videos and a few lessons for you to learn. All you have to do is go to my brand new website, danbeckeroutdoors.com, and look for the course.